Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, if there are two better pass rushers in the NFL, I don't know who they are. We'll see Von Miller matching up against Khalil Mack.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Ajayi. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A dump off to Anderson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Back to throw here. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go play action here on first down. They find some open field here. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Burton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Being chased, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he spots Henderson open left side. They convert. On third with a gain of 22. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to it, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. shotgun. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again with a jive. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And some room to roam now. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Launching one for Henderson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. Anderson loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead can slip away quickly.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, 734.
This is Ajayi. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And it's caught by Parker. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Throw left side complete. It's Pope. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They run. on with Ajayi. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with great field position here, a chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This will be taken in at the 1. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll set up to throw. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, Carr. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Carr will try it again on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And some space here. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Carr. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catchers to punch. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On play action, they'll throw. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
87 feet. 87 feet.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And some room to work. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Over the middle, complete. That's Pope. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in Jay's going to go. The 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Oakland. 57 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Carr going to look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd down following the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He completes it to Bryant. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right near the 27. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's Ajayi. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.